The hidden code behind spontaneous miracles. What if I told you that the life you keep praying for, the one you keep affirming for, the one you keep hoping will finally show up, is not something you need to build from scratch. It's something you need to stop blocking. Stay with me for the next few minutes, because what you're about to hear was quietly erased from psychology textbooks for almost 100 years. Not because it didn't work, because it worked too fast, too consistently, and too undeniably for anyone to explain it away. If you're new here, subscribe now, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why some people seem to attract miracle after miracle, while others repeat the same struggle year after year. And it has nothing to do with luck. There's a woman whose name almost never comes up in mainstream self-help circles anymore, even though she quietly shaped everything we now call manifestation. She wasn't a guru chasing fame. She was a practical, almost blunt teacher who insisted that the subconscious mind operates like a machine, and machines can be reprogrammed if you know the exact language they respond to. Here's the part that unsettled the psychological establishment of her time. She claimed transformation didn't require years of processing childhood wounds. She claimed it could happen in days, sometimes in hours. People who applied her method described sudden financial breakthroughs, relationships repairing seemingly overnight, doors opening that had been closed for years. Not because reality suddenly became generous, because something inside them stopped repelling what was already available. So why isn't this taught anywhere? Simple. When results move faster than a theory can explain them, institutions don't say, "Let's study this." They say, "This must be pseudoscience," and they quietly move on. That's not evidence it's false. That's evidence it was inconvenient. You've probably tried affirmations already. Maybe you stood in front of a mirror repeating, "I am wealthy, I am worthy, abundance flows to me," and felt nothing shift. Or worse, felt like you were lying to yourself. That's not because affirmations are useless. It's because you were using them wrong, and in a moment, I'll show you exactly what was missing. Here's the foundational idea, and it's simpler than it sounds. Your mind is not a camera passively recording an external world. It's a transmitter. Every belief you hold, every emotion you carry, every unconscious pattern running quietly in the background is being broadcast outward. And what you call reality is largely the echo of that broadcast bouncing back to you. Think about a day when you woke up genuinely excited. Maybe it was a vacation morning, a first date, a new job starting. Do you remember how different that day felt? Traffic seemed lighter. Strangers seemed friendlier. Problems that normally felt heavy suddenly had easy solutions. That wasn't coincidence. Your internal frequency shifted, and the day organized itself around that shift. Now here's a quick question for you to sit with, because this is where real change begins. What is one area of your life where you already know, deep down, that you're broadcasting doubt instead of certainty? Don't rush past that. Pause the video for 5 seconds if you need to. Naming it is the first step to changing it. Let's go a layer deeper, because this is where it gets genuinely strange and genuinely scientific. In quantum physics, there's a famous experiment called the double-slit experiment. When light particles are left unobserved, they behave like waves, existing as pure probability, spread across every possible position at once. But the moment scientists observe which path the particle takes, the wave collapses into a single, fixed outcome. Observation itself changes what becomes real. Physicists still argue about why this happens. But what it demonstrates is undeniable. The observer is not separate from the outcome. Your attention, your expectation, participates in shaping what solidifies into your experience. That's not mysticism. That's documented, replicated physics. And it lines up almost perfectly with what old-school mental science teachers were saying a century ago, long before anyone had the vocabulary of quantum mechanics to describe it. So if your inner state genuinely influences what collapses into your outer experience, why doesn't just thinking positive fix everything? This is the part almost nobody explains properly, so pay close attention. More than 90% of what you perceive, decide, and react to is running on autopilot, driven by your subconscious. not your conscious mind. Your subconscious is like a hard drive storing every experience you've ever had, especially the emotionally charged ones from childhood. A comment your parents made about money when you were 7. A moment you felt humiliated in front of classmates. A time someone told you, "People like us don't get opportunities like that." None of it gets fact-checked. It just gets filed away and treated as absolute truth. And here's the critical part. Your subconscious doesn't debate whether these old beliefs are still useful. It simply works to prove them right over and over, because consistency, not happiness, is its actual job. That's exactly why standing in the mirror saying "I am abundant" often fails. Your conscious mouth says one thing, your subconscious record says another, and the subconscious almost always wins, because it's been running the show far longer. There's a second mechanism working against you too, one most people have never heard of: the reticular activating system, a filter in your brain that decides which of the billions of signals around you actually reach your awareness. It doesn't filter based on logic or what's genuinely useful to you. It filters based on what your subconscious already believes is true. If part of you believes opportunities like that don't happen to people like me, your brain will literally filter those opportunities out of your perception, not because they're not there, because your internal programming marked them as irrelevant. This is why two people can walk through the exact same room, meet the exact same people, and walk away with completely different experiences. One sees doors opening everywhere, the other sees nothing but closed ones. So here's the real question this raises. How do you reprogram a system that isn't listening to logic, arguments, or willpower? This is the actual breakthrough, and it's disarmingly simple. Instead of using direct statements your subconscious can instantly argue with, you use questions. Specifically, questions that carry a hidden assumption baked inside them. When you say, "I am wealthy," your subconscious can instantly counter it with your bank balance. Resistance shows up immediately, and the statement never gets past your mental defenses. But when you ask yourself, "Why does money seem to be flowing to me so easily lately?" something completely different happens. Your mind can't argue with a question the same way it argues with a claim. Instead, it opens what psychologists call a cognitive gap, an unanswered loop your brain is wired to want closed. And to close it, your brain starts scanning your memory and your environment for evidence, without you forcing anything. Try this one right now, out loud if you can. Why have things been working out better for me recently? Notice what your mind does. It doesn't argue, it searches. Here's a simple exercise you can do today. Pick one area, money, relationships, health, opportunities, and write down one assumptive question about it. Not, "I want more money," but "Why is it becoming easier for me to earn money?" Read it before bed tonight. Just read it. Don't force belief. Just let the question sit there. And that timing matters more than people realize. The 60 seconds before you fall asleep are some of the most valuable, most wasted minutes of your entire day. As you drift from wakefulness into sleep, your brain waves shift from active beta waves into slower alpha and theta states, the same frequency range you were in as a small child, when your mind absorbed everything around you without questioning or filtering it. In that window, the usual mental gatekeeper softens. Whatever you focus on in those final moments gets absorbed far more directly into the subconscious and processed all night long as if it were simply true. Most people spend that window scrolling their phone or replaying today's stress. Instead, try this tonight. Skip the phone for the last few minutes before sleep. Get comfortable, let your body relax completely, and quietly ask your question, not with tension, not with desperation, but with the same light curiosity you'd use to ask a friend how their weekend was. Why has it become so easy for good things to find me lately? Then let yourself drift off, still holding that gentle curiosity, not the answer, just the openness to one. Quick check-in question for you. When was the last time you fell asleep actually feeling calm, instead of scrolling or worrying? If it's been a while, tonight is a good night to change that, even in a small way. None of this replaces action, and anyone who tells you it does is selling you a fantasy. The internal shift and the external effort work together. When your daily decisions start to reflect the identity of someone who already has what they're working toward, calm instead of scarcity, confidence instead of apology, the gap between wanting something and actually seeing it show up starts closing fast. Not always instantly, but far faster than the slow, grinding timelines most people have been taught to expect. If any part of this resonated with you, if you recognized a pattern you've been quietly repeating for years, that recognition itself is the beginning of change. Awareness always comes first. Nothing shifts before that. So here's what I want you to do before you close this video. Drop one word in the comments. The single area of your life where you're ready to stop repeating the old story. Money, love, career, health, confidence, whatever it is for you. Writing it down, even publicly, makes it real. And if this shifted something in the way you think, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share it with the one person in your life who needs to hear this today. Because the truth is simple. The version of your life you keep hoping for isn't far away. It's just waiting for you to stop transmitting the old signal and start asking a better question.